This week on JTV, we're featuring the new John Henry Wedding Flower Style Book. This book has concepts that are key. It's truly an idea book. Any idea can be recreated in a different color, flower, or theme. You can justify the price with our handbook. And the CD contains valuable information, web-based images, and a unique pricing guide. I was paging through the new John Henry Wedding Flower Style Book, and I really liked this series. It has a lot of hearts involved with it, and I think that's symbolic. I like how they use the Neverwilt heart wreath. Then I thought, by looking at this picture, it might be fun for me to make a unity candle arrangement using this same concept. Now, this week, I wanted to use some different colored flowers too. I love the fact that this is an idea book, and I can take any of those concepts and translate them to the color or theme that might be necessary for my special event. So this week, we'll use the Neverwilt Deluxe Snap Fit 18-inch open heart. All of the Neverwilt products have Artesia Deluxe Floral Foam inside them, with the patented snap fits over the top, the unique hanging bracket, and of course the patented drip tray. We can use these items hanging on the wall or laying on a table. They have a lot of different functions. They can be for sympathy or for wedding or any type of special event. In fact, they just created a new 15-inch wreath that's really exciting. We'll use that for another project along the way. I float soaked the Snap Fit form in floral nutrient water first, so it's ready for our floral insertions. This week, our color selection is going to be a variation of white creams and ivories. We've got beautiful Euphoria roses. Emmanuel, this is Eskimo. And we'll also use Sahara. Those three colors look so great together. It's a very fashionable tone-on-tone wedding color palette. We'll add our flowers randomly. We can also use the incredible Euphoria foliage. The Euphoria roses are absolutely exquisite. That's why we featured them exclusively in our new Wedding Flower Style Book from the John Henry Company. Again, we group colors together so that it adds emphasis. And tone-on-tone flowers look great together. And placing white and cream flowers together create the tone-on-tone effect. It makes it fast and easy for me to be able to work using quality roses like Euphoria. Every single one is absolutely beautiful. There's a consistent quality that goes with that makes my job as a floral designer extremely easy. I need to decide now where I'm going to place the Unity candle, and that brings me to the trick of the week. I could use a normal everyday column candle, but instead I have a beautiful pearl accessorized one that's very decorative and upscale. It will look great in my Unity candle design because of those pearl accents. The great part is I'm using the trick of the week to create this candle from an everyday column. We simply take our pearl-headed pins and place them into our Artesia foam. I use my Nip-X cutter to cut those pins off so they're nice and short. Then I can stud them directly into the candle. Using the Nip-X allows me to cut through those with ease. We've talked about Nip-X before here on JTV. It's one of my favorite tools. It's a piano wire cutter that allows me to cut through very easily and causing no damage to my hands. When we have to bear down heavily on a cutter all the time, we can develop carpal tunnel. And we only get 2 hands, so it's important to invest in a great tool like this so it makes our job easier every day. I want to give this candle a little more height, so I'm going to use one of the moss-covered cubes from Floorcraft. We'll place it towards the back and top of the heart and set our candle on top of it. And that'll be the base. I've added the addition of the ribbon to help incorporate all the colors together. We'll use a couple of the double-ended Koei wood picks to secure our base in place in our snap fit form. So that's the place that's reserved for our Unity candle. We also need 2 other tapers. We'll want to place those in the foam, one here and one here. I want one to be taller than the other one. So I'm going to start by cutting one end and beveling the end of that candle. So as I place it into the foam, it will stick in there and hold tight. Since I want my other candle to be shorter, I'll just cut it off a little bit shorter. I can adjust the length now when I make the bevel cut. It's a great place for both of them. We can continue to add more roses at this time and fill in our wreath form. There, all our placements have been made with our floral content. We can accent with a little bit of other greenery types. Simply going to use one of the arrangement solution kits. This one is the Morning Mist Bouquet. We'll use the Italian Ruscus to accentuate the placement of our column candle. We'll accent the 2 tapers using the variegated pittosporum. The tree fern also adds to the background of the design. We can tuck the Ming fern in between throughout the entire wreath. Adding touches of the tree fern around the perimeter of our heart shape. We'll use one tip of the tree fern at the bottom to help accentuate the heart-shaped form. we'll use a couple pieces of the lily grass to extend from the taper candles back to our column candle. I want to feature this chartreuse green and make the rest of the colors bubble up. So I'm going to add a few chartreuse green pom-poms. Just a few will electrify our color scheme. Chartreuse green has become a very popular color in today's color palettes. We see it in all sorts of places, and it doesn't show any signs of receding. It's a great way to brighten up any color palette. Now it's time to add the ribbon. And as our loyal JTV viewers know, we'll add it with a Coe pick. I'll run off a few yards of this sheer chartreuse green. That helps emphasize the candles and the pom-poms. Taking it and pushing it directly into the artesia foam in the Never Wilt Snap Fit form. We'll also bring in the same ribbon that I used on the outside of the moss-covered cube. The geometric patterns that are represented in this ribbon are an interesting contrast to the round shapes of the roses. This sheer stripe reinforces the same colorations in the geometric pattern. This adds a very romantic touch to our project because it's sheer and we can see directly through it to the roses that are beneath. My final touch is a little bit of eyelash ribbon. Interwoven for texture. Rather than having a very classic and traditional feel, this now has a romantic contemporary feel. All of these things came together because of our compelling choice of products. We add our Unity candle and always finish by spraying with Crowning Glory. We've created a special product that's unique to ourselves, something that's personalized for our next special event. This week, we learned how to transform an idea into our own creation. That's the point of the John Henry Wedding Flower Style book. It's an idea book to generate creative thoughts. Many creative products have entered the market since we created that book. So every day allows you a new challenge. Let me show you one of the creative things Amy's Orchids came up with since our book came out. These chair backs were inspired by the garlands she created for our wedding book. It allowed someone to take a creative idea for the back of a Chiavari chair. Every day, we're able to create new ideas from other ideas that we see. This book is a ticket to new ideas for you. It comes along with a handbook and a CD that offers you web-based images and a pricing program. It's a wonderful opportunity for you to create all kinds of new things for your special event customers. Special thanks go out this week to the John Henry Company for another best-selling wedding book compilation that includes everything you need to consult, design, and price successful weddings. Until next week, keep having fun with flowers.